Hi, my name is Caroline Wabara, and in today's video, I'm going to show you what to do before you publish that blog post. So let's get started. Now, before I publish any blog post or before I write any blog post at all, the first thing I like to do is to do a little bit of keyword search. So I will now, for instance, the article I've written so far is titled Things to do before and after writing a blog post. But I would like to start with things I do before publishing that blog post. So this is what I'm going to do. First thing I do is to do keyword research. So I do type in, and my favorite tool is the Google search engine. So what I do is to type in blog content checklist, because it has to do with checklist, and search. Another tool I love to use as well is called BuzzSumo. So I use BuzzSumo to find topical for topical research. So finding out articles that have gone viral on social media, and then try to replicate that success on my own blog. So if you want more people to see your blog post, if you want more people to read and share with their friends on social media, you have to make sure that your headline is tight, your headline is interesting, that and also click worthy for people to read. So what I do, I look at the top ranking articles for the keyword blog content checklist, and I scroll all the way down to searches related to blog content checklist to find out more. So this is the next topic: what to do before publishing a blog post. So now let me click on this first, blog post checklist, and try to remove this blog post checklist. So you can see topics that are ranking. I'll scroll down to the bottom and I can still see what to do before publishing a blog post, what to do after we write a blog post. So these headlines are relevant to what I'm about to write, and you can see other headlines here, what to do. So these are topics people are searching for currently. So I'll copy this as my headline and go to my favorite um, workbook. This is a workbook that I usually use when writing my blog post. This workbook is my guide for writing articles that sell. In this blog post, I'm guided on what the purpose of my blog post is, which is definitely to raise awareness and to educate. And what problem does it solve? It's like a checklist. What medium? Of course, is text, and it's also going to be repurposed into video. And then I can select the awareness, the blog post type, which is definitely list post. So under that, you can see checklist under the raise awareness educate. And then once I scroll all the way down, I can select my headline here. So I can look for headline under the list post. So you can see point checklist. This is what I'm going to be using. The topic of my article, this which is subject, is what to do before writing a blog post, and then the checklist, like I said, which I've already selected here, which is the blog post checklist. So once I scroll down all the way down to so with that, I can scroll all the way down to my workbook here to propose what to do. I already have it written template that guides me on how to write winning introduction, winning headline, winning body, and all that. So here I can select the purpose blog post type, the type which is a list post, medium text. So the blog title is titled blog post checklist. Always make sure that each word starts with capital letter. And I put a colon here and go back to the search box again and scroll all the way down to what to do before publishing a blog post, which is the title of my heading, and then copy that and paste it here. So make sure that your heading shouldn't exceed 60 characters, 60 to 69 characters. So that it shows up when Google search when people it doesn't get cut off at the end. So that's it. Another way again, I also use another method I use again as well is since I'm based in Nigeria, I also like to look at Nigerian questions that Nigerians ask, create topic that they would love to read. So I usually use strategy, this method, and just paste in the code here, which filters. Google will help me filter out the topics that questions people are asking directly on Nairaland. So you can see the questions. How do I make my blog post short? How do I stop bloggers? Okay. How do I become a millionaire with my blog? How can I stop my website? Okay. So if you're trying to write a topic on this, a very good medium. If you want to get ideas of what blog people are asking for, especially Nigerians are asking for Nairaland, that they would like answers or solutions to. This method is a very good one for you to get ideas. But since what I'm looking for is not here, so I'll ignore this for now and go back to using Bosumo. So I use Bosumo blog post checklist. See topics people are searching for, and it shows me all the topics, how many times it was shared, okay, and we can see the headlines, the winning headlines, where it was shared mostly on. So blog post checklist. Now I can go back here and you can see it's mostly list posts. So I'll go back here. I'll use this step 21 point blog post checklist. So I'll use that here. 20 points blog post checklist. What to do before public. But before I do that, I need to check if it resonates. What's the list is here? Okay, 13 points. So I'll say 13 points. Blog post checklist. Now the next stage is the introduction. This is where you want to hook the readers to continue reading more in your content. So what I do is I use this template. I'm sure you can see. I'm sure you agree with me that what I'm about to say. Okay. So what I like to start my introduction with either a story or a pain point that the reader has. So I'll go back to there. I've written it on Evernote. Okay, so I'll go here and say, sure. In this blog post, I'm making a promise. You're going to discover my blog post. Make sure that your keyword is in the first 100 words in your paragraph checklist on what to do before publishing a blog. It's important for SEO ranking. So now next is now the body page. Now in the body, you can try to make it bullet points or this post. So make sure I always write it here. So I will now start with a heading first, which is a subheading wrapped in the page two. So I usually do what to do before publishing. So I like to speak to the person in your blog post. Now I can now copy this, which is the bullet points of what I'm about to write, and paste it here. Then next is to copy this, do a keyword research, so this is where my topic ends, and paste it here. So that's it. Then next is the conclusion. So this is where I like to conclude. I go back to my template and see if I can copy this. And then paste it in the conclusion. And then let it see, it's not hard to plan and what topics to write. And SEO friendly blog post. So and next time you try to sit down to write a winning blog post, it will take you half the time. This quote. Now, next I like to do is to always add a call to action at the end of your blog post. The call to action could be getting people to sign up for your free resource, like your ebook, newsletter, or your webinar coming up, or to even purchase your products. So always make sure you have something for them to do, an action for them to take. You don't just want people to come and read and then disappear from your site. You want them to buy or to sign up to become your subscriber. For someone to take the time to read your blog post, that person is also willing to learn more from you. So after you educate them, get them to sign up for your newsletter. So I always scroll down. I will scroll down here. I always write something. So here is my call to action. And paste it in here. It's also accompanied by an image of which will go along with it, which you will see in once I'm about to publish my blog post. So next is the meta description. Very interesting, very important for your SEO. So always scroll down and paste it here, then you can just the templates, then you can now change it to want to know how to know what to do before publishing a blog post. And you need this blog post checklist. Inside you will discover, you'll find 13 simple blog writing tips to help you publish posts without stress. And my long tail keyword now is definitely blog post checklist, or what to do before publishing your blog post. So once I'm done, the next thing is now to follow this checklist on my blog too before I publish my article. So next is now going to the, all I just need to do is just copy this and go to my blog and click on new and then paste the article, the headline. So next is also place the headline in the SEO meta description. Okay, and then copy the scroll down to where the meta description box is. Copy this. See if it exceeds. Okay, it exceeded. So, so to help you articles without stress. You can stop there, then go back to my template and copy the long tail keyword, even though the Google no longer accepts it seriously, but I'll just put it there. So what to do then? So next is to post my part, adding the content. So now the introduction is what I'll put in here. You can see everything has to want your content to be SEO friendly. So I'll click on this text to remove any formatting and continue pasting. Now, how long does this take to write, come up with a blog post? Well, it depends on you. It might take an hour or more, or even days, but it's very important that you also, after writing, just make sure you just dump all the ideas you have in your head in the in your Evernote. Then after that, you can sleep over it and then come back to read it aloud to your hearing and see if it sounds nice your ears before you now deem it fit to publish. And then I always use this tool called Grammarly to correct any errors in my blog post. So next is the conclusion, and paste in the conclusion part here. And you can see I have a word count of 631. You can even have more, up to 3,000. In fact, the more the better. So I'll go back to my template, and yes, this is my money maker. I love to generate leads from my blog posts. So this is it. So now I think we are set. So the next stage is designing our images. So I need to design the image. So correct any error here. So, I like using a tool called unsplash.com to get uh, images that are not copyrighted. So I usually search by keywords that I've seen a picture that looks um, promising. So I'll download this. You can see you can download for free. And once I've downloaded it, cancel. I like to compress it using the Paint, MS Paint on my system. So I'll open, okay, still downloading. So I'll look for it done and then resize to 1927. Okay, and I can now save it. You can see how large it is, 1.7 MB. Rename it as JPEG. We save it as JPEG. I'll call it. I like to rename my images to blog post checklist. What to do before publishing blog post. Save it on my system. So it has reduced now to 556 kilobytes. So next is to upload it on Canva. Uh, Sometimes I like to upload it on Canva, or I just upload it to Control, because I want to still compress it again. Start for the blog post to still compress it. And you can see it has reduced further down to 315 kilobytes. Then I can download it to my system. So once I've downloaded it, then next stage is to design my Pinterest image. I like to design an image for Pinterest so that I can always pin my article on Pinterest. It's another good method for ranking my article on Google search, and also to drive traffic from Pinterest to my blog post. So that's it here. I've already designed a template on. Always make sure you use these elements here, and then no, not elements. All you just need to do is go to Canva, click on more. Oh, it's already there. You can see it. Click on the Pinterest graphic. Click on this and it opens. You can also use their layouts. The layouts they have here, they have lots of layouts that you can use, or you can just design your own layouts. So I already have one. So, which is the title of my blog post. Blog post check. Or I'll just type what to do before publishing your blog post. And here, right? Blog post checklist. Get down a bit. Okay. And click File to save. So next is to download my image. Let's select. Number 3, change this to JPEG and download. And select. And next again, I always like to compress my image. Very important. You don't want your website to load slowly. So see, and then click blog. Enter. What to do? All right. So let me look at my image. Yeah, the image is looking good. Next is to upload my SEO optimized image in the featured. Yeah, select set the featured image. I'll go to my select the file on my system. This is the one I want to upload. Click open and edit the alt tag text and then set. So that's the image. This is the image that will pull up when you're sharing it on social media. So next is to add the pin, my pin image to the top of my article. I'll just click to add the Pinterest image and make sure that because whatever you're going to pin or people will pin is what will show up in the description on Pinterest. So I like to make it look more descriptive. So let's say discover blog post checklist. Discover what to do before publishing that blog post. So that's it here. And so then next is to look to see everything is in order, that the spacing is okay, and so next is to okay, next is to change this to visual and then start formatting the text. So you can see, so this is what I changed this to header 2, and I can change this to header 4, and the rest the same way. You can see. So all these things need to be carefully and properly formatted. Sorry, it's not supposed to be good. Make it header 4. Header 4. can see if you want your blog post to be SEO friendly and reader friendly as well. This is very important. Make sure that the bullet points are there. So now we've come to this where I want to advertise my latest workbook, which is what I used in showing you how to create your blog post. The same planning template and workbook filled with all the resources you need to write that SEO friendly article. So I'll click that in, I will insert that in the book, the copy, and then try to reduce size. Then I'll put a call to action for people to come and buy my book. I mean, what's with a special offer? Get the payment link where people will be redirected to buy the book and place it in the I'll always make sure that once they click on it, opens on a new tab. Also, I don't want to unnecessary bounce rates on my site. And the next step is to edit the slug. So I like to change this to blog post checklist. Make it as short as possible. Blog post checklist. So make sure that your focus keyword is in the title tag, is in the URL slug, is also in your blog post here. Here is also wrapped. And also here. So I also link to the payment page where people can go to purchase the book. And my blog post is ready. So next is also to edit the social settings for my open graph. So I like to, before you pop, I like to change the heading. It's quite different from my normal SEO heading. So I just change it because of the people on social media. Before you publish that blog post, see read this 13-point blog post checklist, and I can simply copy what is here just to entice people to come on social media to read the article. So I'll click to upload choose the image, and you can also choose to debug this. And for Twitter, the same thing, add the image. So once I'm done with this, I can now hit publish. The blog post is now ready. So before I do that, next is my category tag. So I need to select a relevant blog post checklist. Add that here. And then my blog post is ready for the world to consume, read, and take action. So once it's published, make sure you go to the front page to read it. Yeah, my blog is ready. You can read it and see the call to action here. And if I go to the blog page, see how it looks. So easy to read the article, the bullet points. So I hope this tutorial was helpful in writing your SEO friendly, click worthy for your business or your personal brand or your services. It's very important that your blog post should serve educating your customers, entertaining them, or providing them with a solution. And that your blog post does each of these, and it's readable, it's shareable, and people can comment on the post. So thank you for watching, and good luck with your blog blogging. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Caroline Wabara, or you just need to search for Caroline Wabara and then click on the subscribe button.